Hello, everyone. Okay, so today we're going to start with the Spark Your Learning in order to start Module 1, Lesson 1 of your 5th grade math careers. So this question reads, on a road trip, Anna and her family stopped at a ranch where bales of hay are being weighed. Describe the relationship between the two weights. How can you use the relationship to compare the weights? Okay, so when we are doing a math problem here at Signature Prep, we have a couple rules. It means that we're going to do 3 reads. And what that means is that we're going to read the question 3 times. And on the first time, we are going to ask ourselves, what is happening? What is the scenario? What is the situation? Okay? On the second one, we're going to ask, what are the quantities? What are the quantities or measurements that it's asking us? Quantities. And then in the third read, it's going to be asking us, what does the question ask us to do? What does the problem or question ask us to do? Okay, so let's start with that first read. So I like to use different highlighters. So for the first read is, what is the situation? Well, let's read the question again. On a road trip, Anna and her family stop at a ranch where bales of hay are being weighed. Describe the relationship between the two weights. How do you use the relationship to compare the weights? Okay, so what is the situation? Well, we have Anna and her family, and they're at a ranch where hay is being weighed. Okay, pretty simple. Now, let's go for our second read. Our second read is asking for quantities. So this one's a little different because we have quantities right here, but we're going to read it again. On a road trip, Anna and her family stopped at a ranch where bales of hay are being weighed. Describe the relationship between the two weights. So we know we have 2 weights. This is one, and then this is the other. Okay. And then for our third read, we have, what does the problem ask of us? Well, let's read it again. On a road trip, Anna and her family stop at a ranch where bales of hay are being weighed. It's asking us to describe the relationship between the two weights and how can you use the relationship to compare the weights. So essentially, it's asking us to describe the relationship and to compare the weights. Okay, so what we have is we have these 2 weights. This is weight number 1, which is 50 pounds, and we have weight number 2, which is 500 pounds. So what that's asking us, okay, what is the difference? So what the things that I noticed that I have the same digits. I have a 5 and I have a 0, and here I have a 5, but I have 2 zeros. So what I know is that I have, in this one, it's 50. So that means I have a 0 in my ones place and a 5 in my tens place. And in this one, we have 500, which means we have, I'm going to make this a little bigger. We have 500, which means we have a 0 in our ones. We have a 0 in our tens, and we have a 5 in our hundreds place. Well, another thing I can do is I can count. I have 1 bale over here, but here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, the other thing I can do is I can make it into a math equation. 1 times what equals 10? Well, I know by knowing my basic math facts, I know that 1 times 10 equals 10. So if I were to say, what is the relationship? I would say that 500 is 10 times more than 50. Because if you did 50 times 10, it would equal 500.